Hello everyone, Mege here, and since a lot of people seems to like my fashion choices when customizing characters, and since I feel like I managed to make some very nice looking Warmongers in this build, I'm making this video to showcase some fashion options that I managed to put together for Warmonger. Starting with the Edgy Warmonger, as I call it, full black pretty much, even though there is some colors on team colors, but whatever. This is probably the Warmonger I'm going to be making or trying to be making first, and the one I'm going to, let's say, main. I really like the overall dark aesthetic, and I will be quickly going over the pieces and then showcase the Warmonger in some better screenshots. Okay, so here is some dynamic screenshots which I'm taking using Ansel. I'm sorry about the cursor in the middle of the screen, it just won't go away. It does when you take actual screenshots with Ansel, but I'm recording the Ansel camera with OBS here, so it's a little weird, I guess, and yeah, the cursor is a little annoying, but not too worrying. So as you can tell, I really like these engravings that pretty much show on all over, on the face, sorry, on the legs, and on the chest piece as well. By the way, it's crazy. Let me say, it's just crazy how detailed this game looks up close, and I have no idea, unrelated, but I have no idea how the developers managed to make this happen on a game from 2017. Like, it's really crazy. But anyway, so the colors here are probably, are mainly, of course, black, except for some little details of, you could say, bronze, like these here, and the rose piece here on the chest. This also happens on the blade as well, as you can see, like the sword, the hilt, and the beginning of the blade as well as some of the guard here. Also have this sort of bronze, dark gold look, which I think looks very, very nice. Something else that is matching is the plume and the start of the cape here, which are using, both of them are using feathers. Which I assume some sort of dark bird feathers, so I don't know, raven, a crow. Which, yeah, I think it's also pretty cool that it's matching and looks good. And the cape, you can't really tell one in shadow, and maybe not really much in light either, but there is a sort of pattern here, which of course kind of match the rest of the armor as well. This little part, these little darker black linings here, little details, change color when you change your team color, but here I'm going for full black using bleeding, if I recall correctly. Also, something I wanted to mention is that I would really like to utilize this Spikes of Legacy ornament. I really like, by the way, asymmetrical ornament. This only appears on one of her shoulders, the left one. However, I have no idea what unlocked by owning the Warmonger hero offer means, and I could find no way to actually unlock it, so just pretend it's there. Okay, so Warmongers number 2, the Dragon Knight. Obviously, if there is a dragon helmet, dragon theme, I have to go for it. And some of you might be surprised this isn't my first choice. Let me quickly show you why. If you use the dragon helmet, let's say with black iron, it looks good, but the dragon helmet itself has some sort of different shade of color to it. Some sort of light, very light blue. You can kind of tell, especially at the top of the visor there, where the bottom of the mouth should be. And it looks cool, don't get me wrong, I still haven't decided whether my main Warmonger will look like this. But the color feels slightly off, and the overall theme as well doesn't really match, you know, like the dragon helmet is cool as hell, but I don't think it really works with the rest of the armor here. So what I went for is a golden dragon theme, which I think looks amazing. This is all from the same set, by the way. And the blade also looks golden reddish. I'll showcase this better later, but let's just go quickly over the various pieces. So the theme here is obviously dragon, and the colors are mainly gold and red. The overall armor is very goldish, but there is some red details from the color as well. As you can tell here, the arms and these red linings right here, as well as obviously the cape, and the sword itself has red here on the hilt, some slight red here on the guard, and of course this nice red lining on the blade itself. Also, the blade is kind of wavy here, which I really think is reminiscing of a flame, which is actually where the name Flamberge actually comes from. That's a little trivia. I personally think this looks amazing. I really like the theme. Also, this little detail here kind of looks like dragon scale, which also plays with the helmet here. And the only thing I don't really like about this set, if I had to be honest, is this little 4 here on the back of on the top of the cape, sorry, and on here on the bottom of the pauldrons. I don't think this really works with the aesthetic I'm going for here. Also, I mean, who has ever heard of a hairy dragon, right? I mean, there is Dark Souls 1, but whatever. And yeah, this little color here, you can probably tell now much better. This little shade on the mouth. It looks so right. I mean, you really gotta be super up close for it to matter. And something else I wish could change is the gems, both these and these on the pauldrons. I wish they would change color as you change your team color or whatever. Because I think these would look great as rubies, for example, on a pure red. Now, this Warmonger is poison themed. Their feats are all based around poison, at least their unique ones, and so I figured I will make a Warmonger to reflect that. Let's go over the pieces real quick and then some answers. Okay, so Poison Warmonger. The focus here is mainly on the blade. I really want to make a set that worked with this blade, because I really love these bandages here and the overall shape of the blade. Sadly, again, kind of like the dragon helmet, there is this shade, this light blue shade, let's say, that you can't really get rid of. So it will always be there, and it doesn't really work with other colors unless you go, I guess, with green or... I mean, you can go for it, of course. This is just, keep in mind, just my opinions, my take on fashion and whatever. So yeah, the blade looks amazing. Also, you can't really tell. Let's change angle. So there it is, the pommel here, the hilt. It's a little mix of, how do you call this bug in English? I'm sorry, I have no idea right now. And it's sort of the longish bug and the scorpion a bit, because right here it looks like a stinger, kinda. Or maybe it's just the bug face, I don't know. Yeah, it's just the bug face. It's a little weird. And I feel that also kind of plays into the poison themes, you know. Also the spiky helmet, spiky ornament here. And finally the little veiny details on the, like corruption, like, you know, on the back of the cape. And also, even though this is pretty much barely noticeable, there is corruption veins on her face and neck as well. Lastly, I wanted to showcase this sort of rose themed knight. Like, she has a lot of rose, I mean the flower, themed gear, which I really wanted to play around. But sadly, there isn't really any material here that satisfies me. Like, I think silver looks alright. And maybe, I don't know, maybe bronze? I really wish there was some sort of darkish red material here, which would look just amazing on this, I feel like. But regardless, this is just a little something I put together, nothing too important. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, this fashion. Let me know which one of these was your favorite and what are you gonna go for. Are you gonna go for the Antler helm maybe? Or maybe for a full Apollyon look? I look forward to reading your comments. Have a good day, fellas, and I will see you all next time.